What is up, everyone? Totally unplanned YouTube video today. I don't know why I specified YouTube. What else is it going to be? I've just come off a Skype chat with WillThePlank, and awesome Skype chat. It's just so cool to reminisce and everything about, you know, back in the days with YouTube and that. And one thing he did was he showed me around his studio. Awesome setup. And it's kind of got me inspired to go upstairs and revisit my studio, which is a place that I am so thankful for, but I never utilise it to the, you know, to its proper abilities. I did loads of recording in there a while ago, but since I've been using it as a dumping ground, I haven't even booted up the G5 or anything, or given the speakers like a really... I used to just sit up there and listen to music because of how good the speakers were. So I'm going to power up the desk, I'm going to power up the computer, I'm going to power everything up and see how it's working. And I've just remembered that I don't have a firewire cable connecting the interface to the computer, so we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, this is a random video, kind of vloggy style, and the lighting is going to be really bad up there. But let's go and fire up the studio setup and see what it does. So let's leave behind the comforts of good lighting and let's go upstairs and take a look in real time. As you guys can see, a little bit of a pile here of work in progress. Let's go upstairs and take a look. Now, this area has actually been getting a lot better. It's a lot more clear than it was. You know, I've got an old motherboard. I'm keeping that motherboard and that power supply just ready to test fit my G4 case. Still got to do a bit of organisation here, but naturally the studio is horrendous in terms of mess. My drum kit isn't even properly set up and that, but there is a little bit of an opening over there, enough for me to maybe sit down. The chair's all the way over here, so I'll have to rectify that. But let's go over here. Loads of shite on the floor everywhere, loads of just crazy stuff, but anyway. And there is a power-up sequence that I've got to do with this setup, but I've completely forgotten it, so yeah. Somehow, let's see what happens when... Does this power up? No. How does this work, guys? Okay, there's that. Here we go, there's power to the interface. Power to the mixer. And then this was power to the speakers and everything else. Okay, cool. So, that's me powered up. Computer monitors are powered up. Let's just kick some of this stuff out of the way. Whoops. Okay, let's power up the computer and see what it does. G5 first power up in a very long time. Now, my neglect of this place is disgraceful, really. And you know, this is how stuff gets damaged, just leaving stuff lying about everywhere. But something that I struggled with was I did a lot of recording in here with my band, and then everything went bad with the band. So I didn't really have, well, that's not really a good sign. Oh, there is something on the screen. I didn't really have the, you know, motivation to come up here a lot or anything and start recording stuff. It was a bit of a struggle. But what is happening with this monitor, guys? Is that still connected? It's got cables coming out the back. Yeah, there's no power cable coming out the back. I stole its kettle lead for something else. This is exactly what I'm talking about, guys. Total neglect. But this video is fully inspired. Here we are, G5 booting into Leopard. And man, this is a nice quiet machine. Yeah, I've still got exports on the desktop from my band recording session. Still got bounces from Logic, so yeah, that's pretty nasty. But here we are in the studio. I haven't been up here doing anything in ages. Now, have I got a keyboard and mouse? Yes, I have. There it is. Let's take a look. Yeah, computer's working, which is good. Which is always good. What I'm going to do, guys, is pause the camera, clear a little space here, bring the chair over, find a firewire cable, connect the interface to the machine and see what we can get going here. But man, yeah, I should really utilise this setup much more. Success, guys. Firewire 400 to 800, that'll do. There's an 800 on the G5 and 400 on the interface. And a kettle lead for the monitor. Let's get hooked up. So this is such an awesome setup, guys. I always forget how well I put this together. Got my keyboard and mouse there. My legs go underneath perfectly. Got the computer down there, sitting there. Mixer all here, and I can reach absolutely everything. speakers, main monitor, speaker, secondary monitor, and there's my rack of shit. So, you know, interface and all the other stuff. Now that compressor seems to be unscrewed. I must have used it somewhere else, and it also is not connected, but the bottom, the other compressor is, and also, you know, that tape deck. Got the secondary monitor plugged in, got the interface plugged in, didn't actually need this cable, opened a brand new cable for no reason. They were already connected, so I don't know why I thought they weren't, but I'm ready to give some tunes a blast to see what I get. Well guys, even though it wasn't that long ago, I've pretty much just, you know, it's been kind of like a reminiscing kind of day, which is ironic because this band had a song called Reminiscence, but yeah, it's kind of weird opening these projects up, and sitting here feels really great. It really, really, really does, because, you know, it's just such a badass setup, and there's not a lot of work involved to getting this room back on track. It's just a bit of mess. You know, a bit of mess is not an impossible task. You know, the G5 is down there doing exactly what I tell it to. It doesn't even feel slower than my Mac Pro at the moment. You know, when you start adding a ton of plugins and stuff, it does slow down, and it could really do with an upgrade. You know, it's a single 1.8 gigahertz. But yeah, man, this is Logic 8, and I haven't chilled in Logic 8 for a long time, or Logic 9, or any version of Logic, to tell you the truth, and I'm surrounded by this cool hardware, and I just don't quite know what to think, really. I really don't. And of course, my USB keyboard is powered up. This thing is a very important £500 that I spent in my life. You know, this is a keyboard that feels very close to a piano. But yeah, very, very strange, all this. It's all about memories. In the zone is what I can describe myself as at the moment, and I really, really need to get my arse in gear and record something up here, record something really good, because, you know, I may turn around and I may not have this opportunity to have this space anymore, because everything in my life is a bit up in the air at the moment, to say the least. So make use of what I've got while it's here, because I've had the most amazing opportunities growing up in order to be able to have this space in my attic, you know. And I think we should celebrate by playing a little bit more piano. I know it's only through the camcorder mic, but stuff it. This is actually a really nice electric piano patch. It's just one of the ones that comes in Logic. But that stuff I was playing in D is very Doorsy. The only annoying thing is it's got some kind of effect on it. I'll have to look into it because it clips really easily. Yeah, let's try out a couple more different ones. There's loads on here. There's some kind of transposition on here. luckily the Mac's just crashed. I've had to restart it. But you know, it's an old G5 and I was just clicking around on it like a mental case. So, you know, what can you expect? I really don't give these older machines a chance. To change an instrument, you know, it takes X amount of time. And if you scroll through 10 instruments, it doesn't like it. So that's totally fair enough. But yeah, I've just been jamming out on my keyboard and remembering how much I really do enjoy it. But you know, I do play piano regularly. I'm not a complete noob. I haven't just ditched playing piano. It's literally just everything that I do in here. You know, which has its reasons, I guess, but I've just been out of practice then. Some of the way crazy over-the-top synths that are built into Logic 8 on the when you load an instrument template project. Something for the gamers. So for the geeks of you out here, let's take a look at the specs on this Power Mac G5, because I've even forgotten myself. And let's see if we can zoom in so we can see them. And yes, this is exactly how I left it. It hasn't miraculously upgraded its own RAM. Having said that, 4GB is the maximum that this model will take, because this is a very stripped back G5. This is a 1.8 GHz PowerPC G5, single obviously. It's running Leopard. This is the newest operating system that it'll run. Obviously it's PowerPC, 4GB DDR SD RAM. But the cool thing is, I do have an upgraded video card in here. It's normally the FX 5200 Ultra. But someone was kind enough to donate to me, I believe, the 9600. Let's take a look. Where would it be? It would be in graphics and displays, which is there. And it is the ACI Radeon 9600 XT, which drives both of these displays absolutely flawlessly, and it's a fanless card, so it's great for recording. And on the serial ATA bus, I have a Caviar Blue 500GB, I believe, which is a nice drive. A really nice drive, you know, this mid-range normal drive, but there it is. And yeah, 500 odd gigs, not so bad. And that's pretty much it about this machine. As in terms of apps, I've just got the bare essentials, you know, Blackbird control for my interface, the Logic stuff, Toast stuff, and yeah, it's pretty neat machine. So a lot of people ask me what I'll be doing with this machine. Honestly, I really don't know. This is a nice G5. Well, it's a G5. G5 is nice. This particular one is not nice in terms of specs. You know, I could go out and easily get a quad or something now, but a lot of people ask me, you know, will I put my Mac Pro in here? And I initially said no for financial reasons, and this is still very viable, but someone, you know, yeah, there'll be future talks about all this stuff, but for now the G5 is staying here. That white extension lead there is only powering the 2 monitors, I believe, guys. So all the audio is actually running through the Tassima power conditioner at the back of the rack, and also that power strip there, which is not conditioned, but you know, it's still pretty decent. So the setup here is really nice, but I'm done for today looking around the studio, reminiscing. I've had a good session. But that's me done. I hope you guys have enjoyed this random video. So let's power down, just pull the masters down so we don't disrupt anything, shut down the computer, and I believe the port of call is to wait for the computer to shut down. If I remember, there's a certain way that we power all this off to avoid any pops or crackles. So that's the computer off. So now, before turning the desk off, we turn off the speakers, like so, and that also takes the rest of the rack with it, apart from the interface, because the interface is directly connected to the Tassima supply, which is still switched on at the moment, I believe. But if we do this, we can turn the desk off now, like that, and then the remainder is the interface, which goes off on the main power switch, which is awesome. So that has been a quick look at my studio for the first time in God knows how long. So guys, that was a little bit of something different. Again, massive shout out to you, Will. You inspired me to do this video, man. And, you know, I don't know why, I've just had a bit of a reminiscing video. We got nothing accomplished in this video, nothing at all. But I just had to, I don't know, it just felt right to go up there and just smack about on the G5 a little bit. So I really should get tidying up there. So expect tidying videos for up there really soon. Selling my stuff is going well, clearing out is going well, so we're on the right track. Huge thank you for watching, everyone. Really hope you enjoyed this random video, so random. Of course, I'll catch you in tomorrow's video. Thumbs up if you enjoyed, thumbs down if you didn't, all that good stuff. Cheers, guys.